Hi everybody, it's Nikki Mora with To the Moon and Back Behavioral Consulting, and I'm here for our Thursday night live. I just wanted to ask you guys, if you haven't already, to go ahead and join my Proactive Parents community. You can do that via my website at tothemoonparentcoaching.com. And that'll just be really convenient for you guys to get all my tips, any updates, anything like that directly to your inbox. And it's just easy and convenient. And then also, if you do find my information helpful and you like it, please like it and share it. It really helps to get the information out there, and it helps Instagram know that you guys are finding my information valuable so that it'll show it to more people. And it really does help spread the word and get this information out there. So I could really appreciate you doing that. So last week we spoke about sleep and diet. And if you missed that, then definitely go back and see it, because it is a very important part of preventing these problematic behaviors and these tantrums. That's the topic, is how to prevent tantrums, right? So today on how to prevent tantrums, we're talking about quality time. So more often than not, in our busy everyday lives, we, are running so ragged that we don't have enough time to necessarily sit down and really take time to connect and bond with our kids. It's more about doing this activity and doing that activity, and it gets very fast paced very quickly and very overwhelming. And I get it. It does take a conscious effort to sit down and actually have some time with your child. But that's what this live is about, is really taking some time to give your kids that quality time, so that they feel seen and heard and important in your life. Because more often than not, the reasons for their misbehaviors and for them acting out is because they feel like they're not important. They feel like they're being overlooked and overshadowed by all these important things that are going on in our lives. And they really feel like they're kind of the bottom of the totem pole. And that's the last, feeling that we want to give our kids, is that they're, everything comes before them. And so it does take a conscious effort. It takes a conscious effort to go ahead and give this quality time. But what I'm going to do in this live is give you the main ways to make it count for your child, so that they really feel that impact and they feel special. And then you're also going to get some tips on how to make it reasonable for you in your everyday life and the busy lives that we lead nowadays. So the main thing I want to tell you guys is to really look at this as an investment. Any of my strategies will take effort, will take a lot of work on your end at the beginning. But if you hang in there, it really does save you time and effort, and helps with your parent-child bond. So the goal for when you're giving quality time is to, first and foremost, make sure that it's one-on-one time. And that means, if you have multiple children at home, it's going to take a little bit more time and effort on your end. But making sure that you have that one-on-one time, because that's when they really feel seen and heard and valued as themselves, just personally, rather than, oh, it's my sibling and I, we're playing with mommy and daddy. But they're really getting that one-on-one attention and that quality time with you. And you want to try to do that at least 1 or 2 times daily. You're aiming for about 5 to 10 minutes. I know that seems crazy, especially if you have multiple kids at home, but do what you can at first, work up to it. And you're going to want to do something of their choosing. So it's going to be a child-led activity. And again, this really shows them that you're making this time and you're carving it out for them. It's not your agenda being pushed on them. It's not some child development activity that you're trying to do with them, but it's actually something that they want to do. And yes, if you're not into, playing family or, doing some activity, pretending to be PJ Masks or something like that, I get that it can be very challenging, and it really does take a lot of effort on our part to sometimes do that. Sometimes we're not in the mood to do the pretend play and crawl around on the floor with them, but that's really where the bonding comes in, especially at these young ages. So it's important to go ahead and do something that they're enjoying doing. Now, again, if for some reason you just really hate doing what they are suggesting doing, then maybe give them some other choices of what you could do with them, knowing the things that they really love to do. You know, again, just really try to focus on things that they really love to do, and you'll still get kind of like that bang for your buck as far as your time and investment in this quality time. Give them your undivided attention. So again, nowadays we're all so attached to our cell phones and social media and all that stuff, our TVs, our video games, but really just try to make sure that there's no distractions. Put your phone on mute or vibrate airplane mode, and just really get down and focus one-on-one with your child during this time. It really helps out. Again, we're trying to give them the feeling that they're a priority at this time, that nothing else in the world matters as much as they do at this moment in time. And so that's the goal. That's what you're aiming for. So of course, you know, life happens, and this is going to be like a new muscle that we're working at this time. So how we're going to make it work for you in your busy everyday life. So first of all, it's mindset. Want to make sure and very stress to you the importance of making sure that you're in the state of mind to spend this quality time with your child. If you're super distracted, if you're thinking about some project that you have at work that you have a deadline on, and your mind is elsewhere, and you're just kind of schlepping through the motion of this quality time because I told you that it's very important and you want to try to do it, they'll feel it. They'll feel kind of like that insincerity. They'll feel like a burden, and that's the message that you're going to be conveying to them, rather than I really want to spend this time with you. I really enjoy this time with you. So just be careful that you kind of maybe psych yourself out, or maybe you postpone it till you're not so stressed out, or you had a few minutes to yourself to drink your tea or your coffee and just cool down and get in that frame of mind to be there and present with your child and laugh and play and bond with them. So the next thing is do what you can do. So again, what I told you earlier is the goal, is what you're going to shoot for. But if you have multiple kids at home and you already are stressed out and you have tons of chores to do when you get home and all that stuff, then I get it. I get that it's going to be really hard to do. It's going to take an effort. So just do what you can at first, even if that's just a couple minutes with them twice a day. Then that's what you do, and you work up gradually to when you're feeling like you can do it, whatever you can do at that moment in time. Some days you may be more in the mindset to do more. Some days you might be more in the mindset to do less. Just do what you can, and they'll feel it, and they'll get the effort that you're putting in the effort, and they'll feel it and feel loved and validated for that. So also, a great strategy is to incorporate this quality time into when you're doing their basic care, right? Their basic care needs. So that means like bathing or cooking dinner or bedtime routine. So those are times that you already have in your schedule, right? So it's just a matter of giving yourself a few extra minutes during those times so that it's actually a bonding experience. It's not just, let's get through this, let's get you in the bath, wash you, dry you, put you in your pajamas and get you to bed. It's more like, let's play and let's goof and, bath time, and let's tell jokes and, leave a few extra minutes so you maybe can read an extra story or something at bedtime. because those are the times, even if it's tied into what you have to do, it'll still show that you're trying to make this effort to spend quality time with your child. And again, they sense your motivation, they sense your motive behind what you're doing. And if they feel it, it's coming up from a place of love, they feel like it's coming from a place of really truly wanting to spend time with them, then they'll suck it up and they'll really, you know, feel that from you. And that's the important part. So the next thing is to make sure that they know that you are carving out this time to make them the priority, and let them know, like, wow, I really enjoy this time with, you know, just you and I. Isn't this wonderful? And I really, you know, like, I enjoyed this time. I really look forward to spending some more quality time with just you and I tomorrow, you know. And you know, that way it sets it in their head that you did carve out this special time and you are making them a priority. And that is the gist of it. So I hope that you found this helpful, and that you will in fact see that if you are filling your child's attention needs in a proactive way, in a positive way, then they will be a lot less likely to seek your attention in a negative way and act out to get your attention. Because, you know, we all get busy, and a lot of times we let the good things that our children are doing kind of fall by the wayside because things are going great, you know. But when we really like pay attention is when things are not going so good, when the kids are fighting in the living room and we stop what we're doing and we rush in there to like handle the situation. And what we're teaching them is that that's the quickest way to get our attention, is when they're misbehaving or when they're doing something wrong. And very infrequently do we stop what we're doing to say, wow, you know, you guys are playing so nicely together, or, you know, you're playing so independently. Thank you so much for your help. And, you know, that just doesn't come naturally to us. So it's a muscle. Again, it's a muscle that I urge you to start developing. And so, yeah, that's the tip for this week. And if for some reason I haven't answered any of your questions in my past videos or any of my quick tips, and you have something that you just really want to run past me, then I urge you to schedule a mini session with me. We can have a chat over the phone. I can give you kind of some strategies to handle or maybe answer some questions that you have. And other than that, you could also try DMing me. But yeah, let me know and we can schedule that free mini session. And also, again, proactive parenting, my proactive parenting community, you can sign up for that and subscribe to that via my website, tothemoonparentcoaching.com. And I will talk to you guys next time, where we will be talking about preventing tantrums again, and how preparation is very helpful. Preparing your child ahead of time for what's expected of them, and how to specifically go about doing that. So take care and have a fabulous day.